Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to Math is Easy, step by step. So this is the part 2 video working on a word problem for mean, median, and mode. The questions asked in the part 1 video, what was the average score of the first 9 students whose score were on the line plot? And the second part, second question, which I will show you a test taking strategy in the next video. In the next video, we got a test taking strategy. So that question was, what score did the 10th student get on the quiz? Okay, so let's go over and let's find the average, which is the mean. So when they ask, okay, what's the average? They're asking you, what is the mean, right? Mean is average, and average is the mean. Essentially, what you're going to do is take all the scores, and we'll go over this here in a second, and you're going to want to add up, right? Remember all the scores on that line plot represented an X, and there were 9 scores because only 9 of the 10 students' quiz scores were reported, right? So again, scores indicated by X. That's down here. You see all of these down here, right? That's the scores that were reported on the line plot. So scores indicated by X, values, add them up and then divide by the total number of values that you added up together, right? So if you look right here, right, these are the total number of scores that were given on that line plot, right? Remember there was a 2, and I was talking about 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 4 out of 10, right? So these are all the values, scores on that line plot, right? So 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 9, and 8, right? And so how many of these scores are there? Well, I want to add up all of the scores, and then I'm going to divide. That's how you find the average or the mean. You add up all the scores and you divide by the number, the total number of values that you added up together. So here I added up 1, there's another one, another one. That's what these ones represent. How many values do I have? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 values I'm going to add together. I have 9 scores. That's what I'm going to divide by. So I'm going to go real slow. I'm not going to go fast again, but if I do go too fast, please stop, pause, rewind this video, and watch it again. All right, so when you add 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 9 plus 10, right? Remember, those are the scores. You end up getting 49. And what you want to do is you want to divide. Every fraction is a division problem. You want to divide by 9 your total score, right? Divide your total score by the total number of values that we added up together. Okay, so I'm going to try to say this in many different ways in case this is not clicking or you're new to mean, median, and mode. So there's 3 ways to write this, right? You can write 49 divided by 9. Every fraction is a division problem, or 49 over 9. Or you can write this 49, division symbol, 9. They each means the same thing. It's just a different way to write it. And as you can see, I made a mistake when I was designing this, and I had to correct it. But mistakes are the golden road to knowledge. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Many times I advocate that you do an internet search for worksheets with answers. You want to check your answers. If you make a mistake, go back and see what you did wrong. Make a mental note. Don't do that mistake again, and you'll get better and better and better at your math, okay? Don't give up. You can absolutely do this. So 49 divided by 9. If you're doing this manually, there's an invisible decimal. I made a video on invisible ones. Well, this is an invisible decimal to the right of the ones place. And when you divide manually, kind of like this, you rate without a calculator, right? You raise that decimal right above the divisor bar here. And you can add as many zeros to the right of that decimal as you like. All right, so I explain that because sometimes they allow you a calculator and sometimes they do not. And so let's just continue on here explaining how to answer this particular question. All right. So you want to find the mean, the average. I gave you that formula. It's 49 divided by 9. If you have a calculator, you punch in 49 divided by 9 equals, and you'll get 5.44. The line above the 44 means this just continues to repeat, right? So 5.4 is your answer. And for that first question, B is 5.4 or 5 4/10 is another way to say that. That was the average score on the test, or the quiz, excuse me. Now, if you have to do this manually, I've shown you above how to write that. You put the decimal, bring it above, and you guess and check. Let's say you don't know what number 9 times would get you closest to 49 without going over. You guess and check, right? But I know that 5 times 9 is 45. It doesn't go over 49, and it's the closest to 49 I'll get. So 9 times 5 is 45. I'm going to subtract 45 from 49. That gives me 4. Okay, 4 minus 4 is 0. 9 minus 5 is 4. I'm going to take that 0 and bring it down because I know no number times 9 will give me 4. I'm going to bring that 0 down, and now I have 40. 9 times 5 is 45, so that would be too much. It will go over 40. So I'll try 4. 9 times 4 is 36. All right. I'm going to put a 4 here. I'm going to subtract 36 from 40. It gives me a 4. I'm going to bring down the 0. 9 times 4, again, is 36, and it just goes on and on and on as this repeats. So you can do this problem manually if not allowed a calculator for this particular problem. All right, so I told you about a test taking strategy. That goes with the second question, and I'm going to show you that on the next part, part 3. But part 3 has a lot of information I'm going to have to break down in order to answer that particular question. It's really kind of a tricky question. But it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of understanding. I want to go very slow. So the part 3 video may turn into part 3, part 4, and possibly part 5. Because I don't like to go fast. I like to go very slow when I'm doing math because I don't want to make a mistake. All right? But remember, I'm going to go over that test taking strategy to show you how to eliminate one of those options, A, B, C, or D, which gives you a greater chance of guessing if you're struggling with that particular test question. Math is easy. Never give up. You can do this step by step. Thank you for joining me. Please like, follow, and share these videos. If I've helped you, please help me help others in understanding that math is easy. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time.